Hi there, I'm Pam McGinnis, and I'm on the board of the Dayton Playhouse. And joining me today is Brian Sharp, former chairman of the board of the Dayton Playhouse, but now we're talking to him because he's director of My Fair Lady, which is playing next weekend and the weekend after that. It opened this past weekend. So Brian, why My Fair Lady?
Well, My Fair Lady is a classical piece of musical theater and something the Playhouse is known for. That musical has not been available. We've tried to get rights for it for the last 4 years, but because of the Broadway revival, it was restricted. And this year, when it became available, it seemed to just coincide beautifully with our 60th season. And so why not? It's a big musical. I love directing a big musical. And so My Fair Lady opens the season.
While we talk about the season, tell us about the 60th season. There's definitely something for everybody this year.
There really is something for everyone. So we finish My Fair Lady and go right into the Agatha Christie mystery, Murder on the Nile, which was just cast. We follow that up after the first of the year with Ain't Misbehavin'. We come back with the wonderful drama of To Kill a Mockingbird. And then we end with the spicy, racy musical Mamma Mia, which will be a lot of fun at the end of spring.
And audiences who come to the Dayton Playhouse may see some physical improvements, you might say.
Well, I hope they see a lot of physical improvements. So, in the last few years, we've improved the stage. We put in a new stage surface, all new stage draperies, including a grand. But this year, with the help of the Dayton Foundation and individual donors, we were able to completely remodel the auditorium. There's new paint, there's new carpet, and there's all new seats, many of which have been dedicated through seat sponsorship. For $100 donations, people have put their names on seats in honor of or in memory of someone, and it's just been a beautiful way to make a remembrance in the theater.
And I feel like you've been involved in community theater so many years that you probably could talk to folks about community theater. And what's so magical about it?
You know what community theater is? I have been involved a long time, since 1973, and community theater has a place for everyone. Unlike many other social gatherings, theater people accept you right where you are. They don't need a backstory. They don't need to know what you're going through. They allow you to become part of a show, a character on stage, and they become another family. So there really is a role for everyone. If you're not an actor or a director or want to work backstage, you can volunteer and you can usher. And, community theater in our town is rich. We have many options, but at the Playhouse, 60 years, there's been a lot of people cross this stage, and many of them still crossing this stage. In My Fair Lady, Dodie Lockwood, a member of the Theater Hall of Fame, is playing Mrs. Higgins. There are 3 people in My Fair Lady that have never had a stage role. Also speaks for community theater. They came to auditions, they're part of the show, they're getting to experience a musical like this the first time ever for them. So community theater there is a place for everyone. If you are mechanical, if you can build, then there's set processes that we go through that you could do. If you want to act, great. If you know how to do hair or makeup, then there's a job for you in the green room. There really is something for everyone in community theater.
Now, back to My Fair Lady. Talk about tickets. I know there aren't very many left, but how would someone get tickets if they wanted them? And give us dates and times.
Okay, so the next weekend, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, those shows are pretty well picked over. There are some individual seats throughout the house. Sunday the 23rd I think there was only 1 seat left when I last looked. And then the closing weekend, which would be 28, 29, and 30, that closing Sunday only has, I think, 10 seats left. So really, the best option if you're coming with a group or you're coming as a couple and you want to sit together are that last Friday and Saturday, the 28th and 29th. Friday and Saturday, the show is at 8 p.m. And it's a long show. It's classical theater. It's 3.5 hours with the intermission, but you will enjoy every minute. The cast is exceptional. Our Eliza, our Henry do a beautiful job. The stage crew, Becky Milligan Howard, who is our stage manager, really has every scene change pretty smooth and seamless. Nobody sits through a long scene change. The orchestra sounds great. There are 15 members of a live orchestra behind the set under the direction of Ron Kindle. So don't miss it, even though there's just a couple chances, or come and sit separate. It's not like you're going to sit and talk to somebody through the show. So come and get a ticket. There are a few seats left for this weekend, but that third weekend is your best bet to get a ticket for the show.
Thank you for carving out some time and talking to the folks about My Fair Lady and the Dayton Playhouse.
Absolutely. We hope to see you at the show.